Hi everyone, welcome back to my studio. I'm Christy Hartman. Today I'm diving into richly layered gel prints using the beautiful Florist Floor Stencil by the talented Darcy Sanders of pmartiststudio. I'll be working with a mix of metallic, iridescent, and matte paints to build depth, creating prints that feel like they have been plucked right from the forest floor. I hope this inspires you to play with layers, light, and nature-inspired textures. Let's get started. Let's start with the sap green from Aura. I'm going to turn this stencil around and let's go with green gold from Golden. Just lay it down. I'm going to use the PBO Iridescent 358. Alright, so over the top of this, we're going to use this pearl green from Amsterdam. And I just want a light coat of it, because I just want to intensify those paint colors. And then, because I've been talking about this isolation coat, that should isolate any of these paint colors. I can use a complementary color. We're going to let that dry. It won't take long. It's a very, very thin coat. It's going to make all those paint colors pop. Let's pull this with two different colors, ultramarine violet and light ultramarine blue. Let's put the ultramarine violet on the outside and light ultramarine on the inside. Very interesting. Let's go with an opaque blue to start with. This is Lucas Krill Indigo. Just lay it down. I'm going to use the PBO Iridescent 358. Let's use 356. Let's pull this with Phthalo Blue Red shade. That'll be beautiful. All right, that one is lovely. I love that. I am trying something different, and the something different is by putting my gel plate on the top of a white sheet of paper. Because I had a request if I would do that, and you know, I like to honor those requests for you if I possibly can. So we're going to try this. You tell me what you think. We're going to, we're just going to mix it up here. We're just going to try some different things. I'm going to take some copper, and this is Treasure. It's actually rose gold, but it looks more coppery to me, so I call it copper. We're going to take our 2-inch brayer. We're just going to add bits and pieces here and there. Okay, So that's the copper. Next we're going to try this Arctic, which is Lucas Krill. Now let's try a little bit of iridescent precious gold from PBO. I'm going to need a little bit more paint than what I've got here. Now let's try 358 PBO. I don't know if you can't see my palette, I realize, but this is what it's looking like, which in and of itself is going to be kind of cool. Ooh, look at that. I think that's going to be really, really lovely. Let's add a little bit more of this PBO back in, because I'm liking the way it's mixing. And I have one last color I want to try, which is this 359, and this is iridescent green. Alright, let's take a look at this and see if there's any place else that I want to add anything. Right now it's super translucent. Almost looks like a stained glass. I'm sorry for the glare. That's very pretty. Alright, I'm going to set that off and let it dry. And I want to grab this, and I want to grab this stencil. I'm going to try something. I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to go right over the top of it, and let's see what happens. That, I don't know if you can see that. Let's come in a little bit. The pattern on the stencil actually transferred to the plate. See it without too much glare, I hope. Alright, let's let them both dry. Let's try an ombre. I'm thinking about using these three colors. This is magenta, red, flesh color, and Naples yellow in the Lucas Krill. That's going to be really lovely. Yeah, that is very nice. I like that. Oh, this is still sticky enough. I'm going to see what happens if I lay it down over at the top of this clean plate. I'm going to go right over the top of it with my brayer. See if I can get any of that paint to transfer to my plate. I'm thinking I will. No, not much. A little bit maybe. Not enough to worry about. I decided to try this again. And I didn't get my camera turned on quickly enough, but I'm putting copper in all 4 of the corners right now. Let's go with this blue next. Let's go with this. Let's go with the Arctic. Let's go with some green, the 359 from PBO. And then let's go with some gold. I think that's really lovely too. Set this aside for now and let it dry. This is still wet, so I'm going to go right over the top of my 5x7. Pull that off. Yes, perfect. This one, I'm going to try this phthalo blue green shade, and this is in the open. Ooh, that is really, really lovely. Let's do the same thing with the other one. Just because Ooh, also very pretty. I think we're going to try and maintain these paint colors. And let's go over the top of this with this Amsterdam Pearl Green. This is the one that we put the isolation coat on using the Pearl Green. We're going to pull this one with phthalo blue green shade in the open line. It's going to be lovely. And you know, that isolation coat worked once again. It just kind of maintains those paint colors. That is actually really pretty. Really lovely. Let's pull this one. Oh my gosh, that might be my favorite. Isn't that beautiful? Well, that one is interesting. I don't like it as well as the other one, but the pattern doesn't show up as well. Let's use this rose gold once again. This is dry. We're going to use this phthalo blue green shade. I think that's going to be beautiful. Let's pull this one. Yeah, that's beautiful too. Really beautiful. Had a spot that pulled up right there, but other than that it was perfect. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing how these layered gel prints came together. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, leave a comment to let me know your favorite technique or color combo. Don't forget to subscribe. There is a lot more creative play on the way. Until next time, keep creating and stay inspired. I'll see you in my next video.